Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, and the Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Hopefully today you're listening from your phone, you're watching it on your laptop. It's not while you're driving. Today is Friday, April 14th, 2023. And today's topic, deregulation. Had an interesting night last night. Got home finally to bed about 2 a.m. after running over to Tampa with a group. Fun night. They were at the Taylor Swift concert. Had dealt with 3 hours of Taylor Swift echoing off out of the stadium onto the streets. Couldn't understand a single word. Fantastic evening. It was like being drunk without drinking anything. Great night. Let's kick this off. You have been taking a lot of shots at USA Hockey lately. A district staffer completely complained recently. Maybe so. But if USA Hockey spent a little more time on enforcing standards instead of just posting them or printing them, I would have less about USA Hockey to talk about. One of the most glaring issues surrounding the game is the continued disrespect for the rules, standards, but right now it's also disrespecting on-ice officials. The incident from the North American Hockey League when El Paso head coach Joe Coombs throws a water bottle at a referee is just another glaring example. The 3-game suspension Coombs received is nothing but an embarrassment for the league. Yes, other coaches have tossed water bottles this year, sticks, and in case of Corey Millen, he got 25 games for yapping at a referee after the game. Ridiculous. Respect goes both ways. That's not even a big problem for Coombs, and we doubt he will even return for next season. That's if the Rhinos return at all. Let's be honest. Bans and suspensions never carry over from USA Hockey to non-sanctioned leagues. Many players suspended from USA Hockey end up on non-sanctioned hockey league rosters before the next weekend. Suspensions mean nothing anymore. Add that problem to the growing list of concerns regarding the divide between sanctioned and non-sanctioned junior hockey. How do we as a game address the issues that divide the game? Deregulation of junior hockey, eliminate the junior council would be a great first step. The reality is that the market can address shortcomings more effectively than whatever USA Hockey and the non-sanctioned leagues can. USA Hockey player rights and responsibilities document has been proven to be worth little more than the paper or the web space it's written on. The failures are so numerous that it's become little more than a joke. Deregulation and limiting USA Hockey to more of an administrative, protected list, international transfers, and supplemental insurance provider would remove the necessity for leagues to operate outside of USA Hockey's jurisdiction. The North American Hockey League's Mark Frankenfeld should not have any influence over the expansion of leagues or relocation into new markets. And frankly, that's all the junior hockey's been about, protecting the USHL and protecting the North American Hockey League. Those guys do have the right of refusal to not allow competition, and they do it all the time. If there's a group in Minnesota that wants to put a team in the Manitoba Junior Hockey League, it's frankly none of Frankenfeld's business. But right now it is. The problem is that USA Hockey has allowed both the USHL and the NAHL to establish a monopoly at the Tier 1 and 2 level. Enough already. USA Hockey's refusal to enforce standards has resulted in the complete devaluation of USHL and NAHL teams. They can charge $5 million, $1 million, it doesn't matter, because they're not following the rules that they set for themselves. They won't even print the damn rules. What can a player expect to get when he goes into USHL? Here's what you get. Here's what the team provides. In the NAHL, it should be the same thing. In the 3HL, it should be the same thing. Same with the non-sanction leagues. Doesn't make any sense. New groups should be allowed to form freely under USA Hockey without interference from Mark Frankenfeld or the USHL. The 5 U.S.-based teams playing in the Western Hockey League should not have to get permission from the USHL if they made a choice to create a Pacific Coast League under USA Hockey. But USA Hockey has given that Tier 1 designation exclusively to the USHL. Let me tell you something. You can call it whatever thing you want. Junior A, Junior B, Junior C, Junior X, Y, Z, Tier 1, Tier 3. It doesn't matter. People know. They know what level of play it is. You can put whatever label you want on it. It doesn't matter anymore. It's over. It's over. The NAHL's Tier 2, so what? It doesn't really matter anymore, does it? When you have Kenai River charging $900 extra and whoever else messing around and Maine charging for training camp now, it's ridiculous. The rules are all over the place because right now there really are no rules, except for the ones that you can't throw water bottles at referees. That's a rule, apparently. Simple deregulation leaves enforcement of standards up to each league. Really, it's that simple. Let the leagues decide what rules they want to play under and what rules they want to enforce and not enforce. When all the country's domestic junior hockey leagues are operating under one sanctioned umbrella, disciplinary measures carry much more weight. So what can we do to unify a level of play? The most important action is to demand that families get exactly what they are paying for. Dang it, that's a hell of a concept. I go to Walmart and I buy a loaf of bread. You know what? I want a loaf of bread. I don't want to see cardboard pieces in there. That's not what I pay for. Hockey parents shouldn't tolerate getting the same treatment from ridiculous and idiotic operators. There needs to be a document that grants automatic free agency along with the release of financial responsibility in the event the team fails to maintain their end of the deal. Teams that are unwilling to sign such an addendum to the player agreement should be taken out of consideration, regardless of what league the team is playing in. Dang it. What a concept. Victoria's Hockey Company, we are trying to create that document as we speak. A simple document that says, here's what the promises are. Here's what the payment structure is. If the team doesn't provide what's promises, doesn't deliver on what is sold, the player can walk. Sign it. Don't want to sign it? You're not a team we're going to consider. Such a document is a game changer for junior hockey. We want to put the power back in the hands of where it should have been all along with the hockey players. We've seen enough and feel that participants do have the power to overcome the ridiculousness of one-sided player agreements, ineffective tier standards, and teams' continued failure to live up to their end of the deal. Ironically, the same guys that demand loyalty, the same guys that tell you to sign a tender agreement, hey, sign this tender agreement, we're going to keep you for sure. You're going to be one of our players. Those same coaches that go to training camp later on and decide to pull in those 3 guys from the USHL or from the Ontario Hockey League or from Europe. Hey, kid, that signed my tender. I know you signed this and I made promises to you, but, pound sand, you're out of here. Now, the whole offseason you spent focusing on one team in the same league. Now those options are off the table. Now teams have all their players and you are the man outside. That's happened over and over and over again. They're ridiculous. Why are we doing drafts and tenders anyway? It's irrelevant. Colleges don't draft players. Colleges don't do this. Why are we doing this? Well, it's a Friday. I'm hot as a firecracker, Tommy. What do you think? All right, folks. That's it for today. Oh, one more thing. If you are on the junior hockey discussion group this morning, you're going to see a post that I pinned from Gretchen Littler. Both Gretchen and I are cancer survivors. I went through that back in 2014, and the Littlers helped me get through it at the end. Gretchen has gone through her own battle, and there's a fundraiser with the American Cancer Society in our group. If you can, please join that in some way. I don't care if it's $1 or whatever else you think you can do. Any help would be appreciated. All right, folks, that's it for today. Enjoy your morning coffee and have a great day.